cookie from my cell phone because my computer continues to be on path to, the graveyard. It's bad. Can't get information off of cards, and I made a long video for you on my computer via the camera that came with my computer. But the sound was so pitifully out of sync that it was unwatchable. Hey, Mambo. I wanted to talk to y'all about love spells. Now, when I first started practicing magic, one of the first things I tried was love work. And I was able to control somebody and get some out of him. But I realized at some point I learned the lesson which I had heard over and over from other workers, from experienced workers, which is not to try to get one particular person. Because you don't want to work against someone's will. And I found that I had to continue the magic and do it over and over and over and keep up with it, because the one day that I did not work the honey jar, he was off with the other girl. It was a short leash. It was short control. And that it's really best to start fresh, get that turd out of your life, wipe that turd off, and flush him, or her, as the case may be sometimes. In my case, it was him. And start fresh. And that's the key to it. Now, twice in my life, I've done this routine, and this has been quite a while ago, a number of years ago, the last time. I've done this where I get a tablet, a couple pieces of paper, whatnot, and I write down all of the qualities that I demand out of a mate. You know, he's going to be good looking to me, have a healthy sex drive, be somebody that makes me laugh, somebody doesn't think he's too good to clean once in a while, or to cook for me, cook for us. Just the list. It's a long list. I have a lot of things that I would like in somebody. And for those young people out there, the older you get, the bigger that list gets, because you're just not so willing to put up with the same bullshit you've put up with in the past out of other mates. So I did that, and then to really solidify it, I would have a second page where I would do a list of things that I would not tolerate. And both times that I did that, I drew to me exactly the man that I had listed, with almost all of those qualities. Last time, I think there was like one of the qualities that was missing, and I forgave it because it was something that was changeable, was easily changeable. And things were really, really good, and then they went really, really bad. Really, really bad. And I found the list recently and was looking over it, and now I have a much better grasp of magic and how magic works, and how to draw the things to me that I want. And I realized that what I had done in both cases was I had attracted somebody to me that had all those good qualities, or almost all of them, and then those people over a period of time turned into the page with all the bad qualities. What I had done is drawn both to me. Because in magic, when you send your subconscious, or the spirit world, or whoever you believe is making things happen for you, when you send the message, he will not be crazy. He will not have mental illness. Subconscious mind does not hear the negative word. It does not hear not. So what it hears is, he will be a man with mental illness. And kind of like when you ask your mate or your friend or whomever to go to the grocery store for you, your child, whoever, and especially when it's a man, it seems like when it's a male, and you tell them, maybe they're on the cell phone with you, they're at the grocery store, and they're like, honey, what brand of ketchup do you want? And you say, do not get Heinz, or no Heinz. And they'll, in their mind, they go, she said Heinz. Whether it's subconsciously or because they were just not paying good attention to begin with. There's something about the brain's tendency to disregard the no and the not. And I think what I have done is I have drawn a man to me with all the good qualities, and then he has turned into the man with all the bad qualities and not so much anymore any of the good qualities. So I'm going to start over, see if I can do this right this time. I've decided that May is the month that it's going to happen, and I am going to get not just what comes my way, what seems good and then goes horribly bad, but I'm going to get what's great and what's going to stay great. And I'm going to do it this month. I'm pretty determined. I'm going to set up an altar and start some love work for myself. So I'm going to start my list tonight. And there will not be any no's and don'ts and nots in it. Got to word things carefully. Got to think about things sometimes in a little bit of an opposite way. Instead of, and I didn't mean to shoot the bird at you. I'm so sorry. Instead of, he will not be a drug addict, maybe just sober. And that covers alcohol and drugs. He will be sober. Anyway, so if any of you watching have any kind of experience with love work and you know what has worked for you and what has just been a disaster for you, like the two lists, has been an absolute disaster for me, and trying to manipulate specific people that are really quite done with me and were not good for me to begin with. Draw some good stuff to me. So if you have any suggestions, witches, and I know there are a bunch of you out there watching and listening, yeah, give me some tips and hints. I could use them. And yes, my hair is purple. I had a terrible dying accident, although a hot UPS man totally was digging on my weird purple and orange hair. Okay, guys, take it easy.